Hello students, uh, this is your subject Internet and Web Development. In short, it is called IWD. So basically this subject is related to developing of web pages and development of web application. So according to your syllabus, this subject covers the basic information about the IP Internet protocols, the client and server architecture, HTML, different HTML codes, and JavaScript. After completing this course, you can able to you'll be able to develop any web pages. So before going to know about the web pages and web applications, so let's discuss about the client and server architecture. This client and server architecture is one of the most important topic for internet and web development environment. So before that, let's discuss about the internet. So internet before internet before internet there is a term called networking. Networking means that is interconnected of computers. Suppose we have more than one computers, and more than one computers are interconnected via cable or by using wireless technologies, so that one computer can share the data with other computers. Okay, so as per Wikipedia, the internet defines as the internet is a global system of interconnected computer networks that uses the internet protocol suites to communicate between networks and devices. So it means that internet is a global system, whereas a network can be a local system, because in networking there are different type of networkings like LAN, MAN, WAN. So when two or three computers are connected together, then we can say it is a network. But if all computers globally connected, that is called internet. And in internet, when we are sharing the data, or we communicate with the data, we must use the internet protocol suites. There is few internet protocol suites are there, and these internet protocol suites are responsible to sharing the data among the computers in internet environment. So internet protocol means it's a protocol means is a rule, a set of rule. That rule defines that how data is shareable among the different computers which are connected in internet, or which are connected in networking. So few protocols are, one protocol is called transmission control protocol. In short, it is called TCP. And basically this protocol is used to send the data, or the used to send the packet data or packet delivery. So it means that TCP is a connection oriented protocol. It offers end to end packet delivery, and it is the backbone, or it is the main source of connection. Okay, it is the main structure of connection. So there is another protocols, that is a file transfer protocols is here. Basically this protocol is transfer the files from one computers to other computers, that may be from host to other computers. Okay, and another important protocol is hypertext transfer protocol, that is in short it's called HTTP, and in coming times it is also used as HTTPS, that means hypertext transfer protocol secure. So this protocol is basically communicate between the server and web browser. So while we are developing web pages, we have to think about the HTTP protocols. There are so many other protocols are there, like UDP protocols, and all protocols work with the OSI model. Okay, these protocols use the different layer of OSI model, and OSI model is the part of networking. So here, this is the client server architecture, and in client server architecture, the internet can be connected so many devices like laptop, like mobile, like desktop. So all devices can connect it with the internet. Okay, so apart from that device, so many other devices can be connected with the internet, and this internet again connected with the server. Okay, so these devices like laptop, desktop and mobiles, these are the client computers or client sources or client side, and the server is the server side or host side where every data is stored here. Okay, and this server is connected to this client side through the internet. So when a client requests the data to the server, then the server respond the request. That is called the in client server architecture. There is a term called request and response. So request is generated by the client. Client will send the request. Okay. So client will send the request, and server will respond back to the client. Okay. This way, the server and client and server relation built up. Okay, so every time when suppose we are using a browser Gmail, okay, we supply the our user ID and password. When we write user ID and password and after that we hit the enter button, then what will happen? That information will pass to the server. Okay, that information, that user ID and passwords pass to the server, and inside the server then again it is connected with the database, and in database it checks that whether the username and password is valid or not. Okay, if it is valid, if the database return that, or the database query returns that the the username and password which is given by the client is valid one, then the server return back to the client with a response. That means it will show the profile page or it will show the email account page. Okay, so this way it is built up, the relation is built up. So how, the question is that how a client send the data to the server. Okay, we must need a courier or a delivery system where the data, that means user defined data, or sorry, user ID and password, these two data is supplied to the server by using a carrier. Okay, that is protocol. That protocol is called HTTP protocol. Okay, as I said, HTTP is hypertext transfer protocol, the HTTP protocol. And nowadays this HTTP uses secure line with a HTTPS, that is the hypertext transfer protocol, because during this communication the data can be lost or some malicious activities can happen during this communication. To secure that, it uses the hypertext transfer protocol is used. Okay, it transfer the user ID and password to the server, and after that the user ID and password is validated by this the database query. Okay, if it is correct, then it will respond back to the client. The similar way, when we are browsing some information through mobile phone, suppose in Google we are browsing the what is the meaning of client and server architecture. So that query is supplied to the server as a request. We are requesting to the server. Okay, so after that server will respond back and we will see the result of our query. The similar way other clients also connected. So nowadays this client can be a printer. Okay, through printer can be also use the internet to print the data. Okay, suppose we are in office and our printer is in home. If you want to print the data, then we must use the server. Okay, so server is nothing but it is just a program, and this program is run with a high power computer. Okay, these clients are the simple devices like laptop, mobile phone, and desktop computers. So this is also a computer, but this is quite powerful than this client computers. Okay, it runs with a software program that is called server. Okay, and server having the power to store the data, and this data is servable to the this client side. So this is all about the client server architecture. So here one summary is that in client server architecture, the relationship built up with request and response signals. Okay, and this request and response is carried out with a protocol that is called HTTPS protocol. Okay, so this HTTPS protocol is hypertext transfer secure protocol. Okay, so thank you.